ladies and gentlemen, today we are opening up first impressions in episode 1 for Super Movie Tycoon. This is a game I played the demo for a little while back, and it looked intriguing to me because it had the DNA of Mad Games Tycoon 2, but with the movie industry. So I think it's really intriguing as we're going to dive in. Of course, this is not made by the people that did Mad Games Tycoon. It's a completely different studio, but they just took complete inspiration, I would say, from Mad Games Tycoon. So we're going to have Gobotch Entertainment, and we're going to be an American company. Can I change this? No. So this is a sci-fi film specialist. Starting on the base difficulty, I'm not going to change anything there. And the base everything. So we can go here. You can see you can change some advanced settings. From what I do remember in the demo, it is a rather difficult game to really get going with. So we're going to be, I'm very curious to see how our start goes for us. Again, we can change stuff if we want, but we're going to go with our talents here. We'll go sci-fi since that's one of our big things, action. And I want to be good with horror films as well. So those are our three things. And then we'll go with the fixed combination of leader type, top student, fast learner, Superman, which is intense focus, and employee tier breakthrough, which that's pretty good as well. It'll give you a breakthrough with the maximum tier being A. So everything as is there with normal difficulty on the base default map, which is 7 buildings. Let's get this journey started. If you enjoy this first look in episode 1, please make sure to smash that like button. That lets me know you want to see not only more of this, but probably a full-fledged series as well. So this is our starting area. There we are. Elena, goodness gracious. All right, your pocket-sized assistant. Thank you. Screenwriter by day, startup buddy by night. Okay, let's get this thing going. So that's the tutorial guide here. We have $5 million. Perfect. All right, cash flow. Yes, we understand. Fandom, we understand how that works. The more fans you get, more box office boom you get. And of course, team spirit, you want to keep morale as high as possible and produce quality scripts and films to grow our reputation in the industry. And then this shows us kind of what's going on across the board. We'll get through some of this stuff. I know how all this works. So I'm just going to progress through it. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. All right. Thank you. So right here, you can see, oh my goodness, I don't want to know every, yes. Thank you. I understand how to click tutorials on. So many tutorials. All right, so we know how to move. We got WASD, we got mouse wheel, all that kind of stuff. So now we need to construct things. Okay, so right here you can see our different types of trends that are doing well for the next 86 weeks. Superhero films are a good theme. The genre is sci-fi. Fortunately, we have sci-fi already, I believe. The ones that are on the downtrend right now are war films that are about sports. So war sports films. We need to construct a script room to get things started. So we're going to get this going. Thank you. Yes. So we're going to get this going right here. What's this button, do they say? Let's just go right here. Let's see what this is. Tutorial video. Got it. All right. That's handy. That's very handy. So what we're going to do to get this started is we're going to build our script room, and actually I want it to have a fairly decent size. It can fit 13 workers in there. I want to say about right there for the script room. I want to have a lot of writers. It's going to cost us 8,400 or 84,000, excuse me. So now we need our stuff here. So, okay. So with our screenwriters, we need to get this going. We're going to build as many as we possibly can fit and squeeze in here, because the more screenwriters we have, oh, that's really annoying. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, but whatever. We can fit 3 by 3, fit in like this, and then we can go one more here, one more here, one more here. All right, that's good for a minute, and then we're gonna throw in a couple decorations and whatnot just to make life a little bit better in here. Make it feel a little bit more vibrant, because you don't want them to just be like sitting here not having some nice decor to look at. And then we'll add a couple rugs in here as well. Maybe a plant. Some people do like plants to be in the room, that they can come and smell the sunflowers. We won't add that. We will add a water dispenser, so they don't really have to exit the room for that reason. And we will put a heater in here as well for the time being, and the first aid kit so they don't get sick, and a trash bin as well right below it. Perfect. So first room is done. Oops. What's this? Okay, so this is our first worker here, Elena. Yep. So we're getting through all this. Yes, thank you. I can drop her in to the script room if I want. So that's our first technical employee. She's a writer. She's kindly, timid. She's got a pretty good focus for all of the above for us, which is nice, but we need to get 2 to 3 more. So we're going to go to the job market. We're going to go focus on writers. And again, if they're good, you can see their genre they specialize in. We don't have the affordability to worry about what they're good at right now. We just need people. And honestly, I'd get these 2 because this person has 2 negative traits. And I really would rather not have more people with negative traits. So there we go. We get everything going there. Now we need to complete our first script. So we're going to click here. Thank you. Get through all this. Again, if you want to see all this going through, feel free to. I'm going to click here, workout. Yep. Got it. Thank you. All right. Perfect. Can I turn off the tutorials now? I kind of feel like I just don't want to. Okay, to be honest with you. So I'm turning that off. What we need to do for the time being is we need to pump out a good script. And I guess I'll keep that tutorial on. I want to help people. So can I turn it back on? All right, so we turned off the tutorial. We're just going to leave it as is. We need to get a script up and going, though. So here's the thing. We know what we're good at, sci-fi, and it's a trending genre, so that's perfect. And superheroes is another trending theme area. So we're going to do both of those. The film scale is going to be E, so that's the smallest scale possible. The editor we're going to go with is Elena. She's our top dog out there. And then scenes. So this is film sets that you're going to be using for when they actually make the film. We need to find one that fits sci-fi and superheroes fairly well. So I would say spaceships are really good for sci-fi. There's not much else on here I'll look at and go, that's sci-fi. So we're going to go with spaceship. And then audience, we're going to say right now, this is for all ages for now. We'll see. I could do a collab, but we're not going to do that. But now we get to select a cover. You can choose to do whatever you want for this. I like to just go randomize for the cover and try to find something that kind of looks interesting. And let's see if we can go one that looks space-ish. Ooh, that's cool, little samurai. That's cool. All right, we're going to call it the last mecha hero. I don't know. All right, that's that right there. Boom. And now we get to our writing. We got to decide what we're focusing on for our design. Focus, again, very akin to what we know from Mad Games Tycoon. Again, we're not going to know really what the report wants until we run some reports. So we're just going to leave everything, I think, for now. For this type of movie, we want the emotion probably down a little bit, the action up a smidge. And then I'll turn the gore down a little bit with more action. So we're going to go focus there. Focus more on casual. Simple, I would say. And we're going to go there. Now we go to our key writing. So we have plot cohesion, characterization, and environment. I would say for this, I think the more important thing is probably going to be environment and maybe characterization. Keep it at 100. And now we get the script up and going. So we're going to get the script going with our currently 3 writers to get going with. And then we can check this periodically to see if we have any new good prospects out here. We do have one right here. She's good, or he's good with action films. Let's go ahead and bring him on just to make the process go a little bit quicker. The more writers we get, the better off we will be. Eventually, we'll add a lot more to this area. Now, for now, I do want to go ahead and put in a rec room to keep people, obviously, as best as we can, keep them entertained and keep them, give them a little R&R. So we're going to put a sofa right here in the middle. For the time being, a treadmill in there as well so they can run off a little steam. And maybe some darts. That sounds fun. Let's throw some darts there. And then we'll put a bookshelf up here on the wall. Put a cactus in the corner right here. And then we'll get some decor, right? We'll get our heater in. I am going to put a robot in the hallway right here because this hallway, that's really nice and important because that will clean up any messes that will inevitably come after us here. And then we'll do a first aid in there. We'll flip this around right there. First aid there. Trash can right here. I don't see coffee dispenser. There it is. Coffee maker. Perfect. And so we'll throw that coffee maker right there. All right. So that is our rec room. Now, next to it, let's put the toilets. It will, so a little bit glitchy on building layout rooms and everything like that. It doesn't work perfect at times, but we're gonna, for this, put one, probably 4. Let's see if we can do 4. We can do 4. And then let's put 2 sinks in at least. We'll put 2 over here. Perfect. All right. For a bathroom, I really don't want a ton of stuff in the bathroom extra. So we'll throw. It's problematic. I'm going to move some of these things over a little bit. Okay. And then we're going to go here, purchase apartment equipment. Now I can put the heater in, right? No. So I can't put a heater in here still with this. I'm going to go ahead and just sell this. Move that all the way over. We'll sell this as well. We're just going to have 2. We have 2. It's going to be fine. And then we now can get our heater in. All right, there we go. Got a heater in. We can throw a little wall decor in. Above the heater, right here. And that's fine. We need to do a little bit of more decor in this room as well. Forgot to do that earlier. There we go. Perfect. So that is our initial setup. So they're going to keep going, writing the scripts. You see what they're working on here for the 3 key focuses. Right now, we're only about 32% through it. And we got some themes being unlocked. So eventually, yes, I can go ahead and I can do an R&D lab to research new things for us. I'm actually going to get that going and started now. And I'm going to build it. I'm going to keep a little bit of a hallway here. I don't need a massive R&D area, so let's just go with like that right there. And we'll put, to start, 1, 2, 3. I'll tell you what, let's go 3 and 4 right there. And then we'll sell that. So we'll go 4 people in there. And then we'll go, not redesign. I want furniture. All right, so we got that. We can do a hologram. Slight output bonus. That's cool. That's really cool. This gives you some comfort. That's nice to have, is comfort. Some rugs. Couple rugs. Whatever. I know it's not pretty, but I really don't care. I just want functionality. First aid always put in there, and then a trash bin by the bookshelf. Okay. So now we can hire people for R&D. So this will be under the, if I go look, dev, right? I believe it'll be under dev or actor, digital emergency. So I believe it's under dev here. They can do research maybe. Let's see here. So if I click on you, I may be wrong. I believe this is right. I believe this is what we need for people that can do this. So here we go. We got 1, 2. Let's hire you 2. I believe y'all working here. Yes. Oh, it's Valentine's Day. New event. Okay, it just went away. I would like to have seen that. So 1 week until festival begins. Romance film sales will go up. Musical sales will go up, and biography sales will go up. Also have April Fool's Day in 8 weeks, which will do good for action, mystery, and comedy films. So again, we're not going to be getting any films made anytime soon. We're more focused on trying to develop good scripts, and that's really where the focus is here. So let's keep looking for some good writers to add to the team here. We got War. There's a writer for comedy, crime. Man, they got a really good one. Leader type. That's good. Let's take a leader type and then 2. So we'll go these 2. So we're at 6 out of 9 for our writer's room. Eventually we'll be able to build out the to do trainings to get our people to be a little bit better trained. New theme as well. So let's get y'all started with something here. We got new themes. So look at all these themes you can choose from for films, which is nice, but let's look at types. They again, I know I'm going to want to do horror films, so we're going to focus on that first. All right, and our first script is done. It is absolute trash, which is not great, but we will analyze the script just to see what we are doing well and what we are not doing well, and that will help us improve for our next script. So probably for this first episode, for sure, we probably will not actually get a film made. We're probably just going to be looking at our trying to get the best possible script by doing some trial and error. So you can see here we didn't hit hardly anything on the head, but that's good knowledge. Now what I can do is I can take that script, and I know I'm not going to actually do anything with it, so I'm going to sell it for about $4,200, making no money on that. That's fine. And now we're going to take that info and we're going to use it for our next script. So we're going to do the same two things with our lead writer, same everything here. And we know from what we just researched that this worked for our sci-fi film. So we're going to keep that scene. We didn't hit all ages here, so let's go with adults for this. Okay, and then we're just going to go with a random title. Let's go Spectre Miracle. That sounds fun. And yeah, let's do that. It looks like a fun thing. All right, so we know this needs to be higher. That needs to be lower. This needs to be higher. That needs to be lower. This needs to be higher. These two are perfect. Does this need to be higher or lower? Does it say? Lower than 8. Okay. So I'll go 7. So I'm -2. Lower than 2. Okay. What about this here? I'll stay with 4. Auto saving. We'll go keep 6 there. The humor we want probably, I would say for this, we want to go right there. All right. We know it needs to be for more adult age. Probably needs to stay in the middle there. This needs to go higher towards core audience. Okay. Now for this, we know it needs to be higher than 25. So we'll say 30. This needs to be lower than 40. And this needs to be higher than 35. So we need to go down a little bit here. Let's go down with characterization and we'll run a script. And here we go. So we're getting that going. April Fool's Day. We just saw this thing pop up a minute ago. The next thing after that, Children's Day. Fantasy, adventure, and war film sales will do better. So again, we're keeping tabs on all those things, but again, it's not going to be a hard-hitting issue for us until we're able to actually produce our own films. So let's go here to find some more good writers. There's another good writer right there. Employee tier breakthrough. Ooh. What are you good at? Comedy? Sci-fi? Action? Not bad for sci. Okay, let's do this. Let's hire these two. That puts us at 8 out of our 9 currently. What's this saying here? Y'all are hot. Okay, so they probably want some AC. They're all hot. All right, so let's just go. Let's go right here. Let's get our building. Let's get some AC in everywhere. All season ACs. We need them. Sorry, I forgot. Y'all don't want to get hot too. It's my fault. My fault. Put that in there. Put that in there. All right, so we got a heater. We got an AC. Should be good. Everybody should be in a better spot. I would hope. With the AC going now. Can I turn off the heater? It's an electric heater, so you should be able to take that off. All right, so our first, oh good, we're at a 2-star script already. It was a $50,000 cost, so we're not gonna make money on it, but let's analyze the script again. And let's see what the feedback is here on this script. We are in the summer season right now, which is why people are all probably hot right now. Tell you what, I want to see. I want to go up to this. This is nice. One-click upgrade all furniture to max. That's nice. Instant department access. Okay, cool. Event log, all this kind of stuff. Now we can go here to look at temperature. So yeah, everybody's hot right now. So we're just going to go ahead and sell everything that's like, we just don't need this stuff. We don't need it right now. People are getting hot in here. We'll add it when we need to. Yes, we know Children's Day is coming. Thank you. So there we go. That should do well for us. We have some AC brewing over here. These people are still hot though. So this thing's not cranking out enough. So let's go here, find some AC that will Can we do just a regular AC? Here we go. High AC right here. So, all right, we'll do that right there. It gets the whole room. That's going to get the whole room. That's going to get should get the whole room. All right, we're going to sell that and sell the mini one here. Perfect. All right, now we're good. So we're going to keep going on that script analysis that just finished up. So let's look at it here. So for this film, all right, now we hit 4 on the design focus, 1 of the 3 and 1 of the 3 here. That's not bad. So what we're going to do again is we're going to go to that script. We're going to sell it to somebody. If they want to make Spectre, they can. And we're going to take that knowledge now and make our 3rd sci-fi superhero movie with our same writer, with our same everything here. So spaceship, yes. Oh, wait, hold on. We got a downtrend right now. It's oversaturated right now. That's okay, though. I really don't care that it's oversaturated right now. I'm just trying to get good scripts. Hit that on the head. All right, let's see. Quantum Legend. Absolutely. Perfect. Perfect. I love it. So this needs to be where? Below. This needs to be a 2, 3, 7, 3. Higher. Okay. All right, so that's leaving us with 1 space left. So we could go maybe a little bit higher for our action. Nope, stays up. Okay, let's go creative. Okay, right there. Perfect, perfect. And this needs to be 7. Where are we here? 6 maybe? Okay. All right, so we hit this on the head. We know this needs to be under, higher than 30. 25. Perfect. All right, this should produce a good script. Now here, we do have new scenes. So let's do this transformer. That's good for some sci-fi, I would think. We're now in autumn or fall, so that's going to bring a little cooler temperatures. Again, we're chugging through a little bit of money right now, but that's just because we don't have any films getting up and running yet. These people can do musicals and drama. That's pretty good. This person's really good for a lot of things. Solid writer. I'll fill out our script room right now for the time being. All right, let's turn off the temperature. We're good there. We're pumping scripts out. That's all we're doing. We got our little robot going here. Look at that. Nice. So again, you can see all right, we got our first 3-star. That's good enough to at least try to make something. It does have hype level. We're getting points upgraded for all of our things here. Let's analyze that script real quick. And then we'll think about maybe producing our first film with that. So let's look at the script analysis here on this. So Quantum, we've started to hit it really good. Hit it right on the nail, nail right on the head right there. So we're going to take those 2 off. Let's keep that script. And now let's go work on a horror film here about dinosaurs. Sounds really interesting. I don't know if it's going to work very well, but we'll keep this going with the same people for a scary film about dinosaurs. What would be a good location? Passage? I don't know, man. This seems like it'd be kind of tough. Let's go here. Horror. So we don't know. We don't have any horror. So let's keep sci-fi, which right now is a little bit oversaturated. Let's just maximize it. Let's maximize the genre. That way, I could do a partnership here. Let's trade collab. Alien Scanner. Interesting. What is this? Higher star rating, greater popularity boost. So this is a sci-fi biography. Purchase a collaboration for this. Let's do it. So it's going to cost us what? Purchase price is $2 million. I don't know if I can afford that. That'll be maybe later down the road. So this is going to be a sci-fi movie. I'm going to call it Growth Log. Midnight Legend. Midnight Legend. Yes, perfect. All right. So we know a lot of these are done now. We've hit several of these on the head here. Let's go with that. 3, 2, 6, 3, 9, 4, and 5. So we are perfect now. This is 7. This should be 7. That should be 7. 7 probably there. This needs to be higher. That needs to be lower. That needs to be at 40. Okay, get the script going. Here we go. So we already have a 3-star script. If we can get around a 4-star script, I think that means we could put together something decent. I really do. So we're going to see. But we're working on the Transformer scene right now. Should be interesting. The script's pushing through. Well, look at that. All right, so look at that. We just got a 4 and a freaking half-star script, y'all. That absolutely crushed. Let's go to script analysis, create a report. We got to do it in the menu there. That's awesome. So that gives me the confidence now to make a film studio. Let's get that going. So the film studio, we are going to place down at the end of the hall here. And this needs to be a big space, if I remember correctly. Or I think they said it was somewhere like a 7x7, right? Yeah. So 7x7 for a film studio. You need a big old room. All right. So we need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 5, 7 right there. All right. If it'll go. So this is what I was talking about. The building in this game still needs a little bit of work. A little bit janky at times, but we can fill this room out now. It's bare bones right now, so we're filling that in. We're gonna have our directing station here for our director, and then an actor's mark right here. Maybe put another one in there. Why not? Stage light. Where can I put that? Right here. Okay. Why not? Why not? We're gonna put a AC unit in there because yeah. And then in case y'all decide, yeah, we need a little bit of water, you get a little bit of water in there. All right. So, and first aid. Now we will put a couple paintings or something up in the wall just to spice it up a little bit, but that should be good. So that is our room where we're going to be getting films made at. Now, next to that room, we need a spot for our directors and a spot for our actors. So we're going to go with like a room about right there for this is for our director's lounge. We can fit 2 people here right now. So for the time being, we'll do 4. Build 4 in. Okay, and then we'll get our AC unit up in here. Maybe a water thing in here for you directors. Throw in a plant in the corner here somewhere. And then give you a couple rugs, a couple paintings to look at while you're getting inspired to do art. All right, perfect. So that will be for our directors, and then we'll have an actor's lounge right next door. Perfect. And this will be for all of our actors. We'll put currently two in for. Okay. Add this above y'all. Gives y'all a little bit of comfort. First aid. Trash bin. Oh, I do not want that right there. Okay. And then let's go with AC unit. Give y'all a couple of these rugs. And then I think that's it. So we can hire 4 directors and 4 actors currently, the way we're currently situated. So now we need to go to our staff here. So we need to go find first a director that is going to be good for what we'd like to do, which right now we like sci-fi for this type of film. We got a good one here, but she Elliot here, she is good at fantasy. I'll hire her just because she's solid. But I do need to find some good actors now. So we can go, look at this. You get art, marketing, all these different people we can get. So let's find actors that got good notes on them. And currently I see 1, I see 2. I'm trying to see if there's anybody good with sci-fi. Nobody really a sci-fi person here, which is unfortunate. So we're just gonna go with 3 to start. Leave a little room. And what's going on here? We have a freaking fire. Hold up. We have a fire. We have a fire. How do I... Oh my God. Help me. Y'all, I need help. What do I do? How do I get somebody to put the fire out? Oh no. Okay, I need here. Go here. Purchase. Fire extinguisher in the hallway. Go. How do I get somebody to do this? I should have not turned off tutorials. Now I regret. I have regret. Okay, yeah, we got somebody going. All right, we got Halloween event coming up. Obviously, that's gonna be good for horror films. Okay, good. Way to do the job, Jackson. Way to do the job, Jackson. Your desk was on fire. You're script writing like an absolute madman. He's clapping his hands now. He's happy about it. All right, so we're going to get our first film going here. We're going to go here. We're going to go to film production. We're going to do the Midnight Legend is where we're going to start. We're going to go with Elliot Bishop assigned to this film. And we will assign all 3 actors we currently have. We don't have anybody for this, which is we could have a dialect coach, acting coach, whatever. We're just going to keep it cheap. Let's go auto select, I suppose, for that. All right, so this is all interesting. This is all, some of this is new from what I saw in the demo. All right, so this is our film shooting. We can do close-ups, action, continuation, voiceover, or sub. So let's do this. Let's do the $9,000 for that. Enable compatible, I guess all of them. Why not? And then for shooting, visual probably needs to be up. Acting probably down a smidge. I would say visual needs to be like crushing it. So let's go shooting tech and that down, and we'll see how this does. We're pushing it together. We have our actors coming in to work. We could fit more people in there. We can go with another person here and 2 more actors in there, but I don't have enough space to do that right now, to be quite frank. So we're just going to leave it as is. But at least we're getting a film up and going. We still have some weeks on the trend. As they're in there working, getting after it, look at them. You'd love to see it. Christmas is coming, yes. So we know we got some good stuff coming for that, the trend. All right, while that's happening, I want you guys still cranking some stuff out here. So let's get some scary movie stuff. I still need something for y'all. Let's let y'all do contracted work. Yeah, let's just go contracted work. Auto accept. And just go. Just crank those out. Y'all, I want you to give me a new theme, something scary. So let's look for something scary that will be good for spooky films. And I don't see anything right now. I mean, nothing that's working for scary movie. Jungle, maybe. First Love, Pharaoh, Bridesmaid, Mecca. There's really nothing for a theme that I'm just like, yeah, that's a scary movie. You know what I mean? Let's see what else we can find here in the R&D. So, new type. We can do a war movie or a biography. New scene. We've already looked at all the scenes y'all have currently available, which still doesn't... A chemistry lab could do good for a scary movie, potentially. Still not sold on any of those. New function. Interesting. So, different types of functions for our film. New furniture, new departments. So, these are expensive. And what's the advanced features here? So upgrading new subgenres, all that kind of stuff. All right. So if this is the case, we need to find for a new theme. Okay, is there anything scary like monster? Nothing for monster or anything like that? Okay. Then we're just gonna... Like a creepy orphan movie. Why not? I don't know. Surely it'll work for something. They're still in here cranking this movie out. It's taking a little bit of time because I just don't have the size to get it going of this production right now currently. I could hire another director. Oh, this person is actually really good. Hire her, put her in there right now. And then I could go 1 more actor as well. Who's the best? Well, this person's pretty good. Got 4... Anybody have a gold for high traits? No. Thrillers. All right, let's just go with Adeline here, and we'll have you work right there. Okay, so that room's getting pretty filled out now. Pretty good with that now. All right, so that doesn't do anything for me there. Script writing, we're just hammering through some stuff, trying to make a little bit of money, because right now we're burning through our money. Again, I told y'all this game, for whatever reason, is super difficult in the outset, just trying to get something up and going. Fortunately for us, it didn't take us too many scripts to get what we needed. A director right here, really good director, actually. Let's hire. So that's another director we have that can help us down the line. You have other things here you can look at. You can look at rankings for films to see how films are doing. You got Wild Mission, box office, hot IPs as well. All that kind of stuff is in here. You have your finances you could look at that we right now obviously are not doing particularly well in. Okay, interesting. So you're getting more films released. We do have a little reputation. Our mood is not great. We have no fans because obviously we haven't produced a film yet. So we're still waiting on Midnight Legend. We're trying to get Midnight Legend up for this episode today and hope that it works out. They're working on still some just outsourcing scripts and whatnot. What do we have here? A good artist. Well, I don't know where I could put you people. I'm going to be honest with you. I would love to have an artist, but we don't have an art studio or anything of that nature. We don't have the money to expand really because this costs what, $1.2 million? Yeah. I don't know how much we need to be expanding right now. We just need to make one good film and see where we go from there. And that's kind of the goal right now. Especially with the trends about to shift here in the next month. We need one good film. All right, it's done. Now, of course, for our first film ever, it's not going to do incredible by any stretch of the imagination. But it is projected to be anywhere between around a 5 and a 7. And for a budget under $300,000, I'm hoping we can do okay. So we need to find a good publisher that hits this for us. And we have two that hit kind of for us right here. We have United Pathway and Pure Foundation. Box office revenues plus 10% because of those. The distribution royalties for this is 35%, 34% here. Well, I'm going to go with this one. It's a little bit cheaper. So we're going to see. Reviews are coming in here shortly for our first film, Midnight Legend, which was a really solid script. Oh, boy. Well, pretty mediocre for a May release, especially coming through the summer. We wanted to have a smash hit, and that's not it. So it's an average film. How's that going to do for us? So it says here, #1 on weekly charts. I got an achievement. So we got a #1 on weekly charts. It's done steady so far, week to week. I'm curious. Okay, Children's Day. Yeah. Okay, we're getting a boost. We're #10 on the charts now. All right. Again, they're still pumping out some script writing and stuff right here. Trying to see if there's anything we can do in there. No. All right, so we have some good stuff going. I just want to see how this movie pans out for us in the box office. Right now, it is a profitable film. We are making money on the film, which is unbelievable to see. Our hype's up. The IP is going up a little bit. We are losing steam, obviously, in the box office as we get closer and closer to the end of its cycle. But almost $500,000 in profit on that film is incredible. For our first feature film, 15 reputation grown out of that, near 1,000 fans. And look at that. Box office for Midnight Legend hits well. It did well for us. We got something going in an 11-week production. We had our cut to the distributor and the exhibition, which is the theaters and everything like that. But we did well, and I think we can take that knowledge and learn from it. I am going to go auto off here. We're going to finish this. And if you guys want to see more of this game, of this series, I need y'all to let me know in the comments. And by smashing that like button, that lets me know you're intrigued. You want to see more. Again, I like the style. I like Mad Games Tycoon 2. It's one of my favorite Tycoon games ever, to be honest with you. And this has all of those elements that that game has just with the movie industry. And I think I love the game industry, the movie industry. It's two of my favorite things out there. So this is right up my alley. It is not an early access game, so this is a 1.0 launch on the game right now. So I am curious to see how it develops, how it goes from here. But y'all, I'm having a good time with it. It is a bit of a challenge. Next episode, if y'all want to see more, we'll try to get some more scripts up and going so we can get more films produced and hopefully make a lot more money for Gobotch Entertainment, and we grow our small upstart company here. But y'all, comment below if you want more. Smash that like button. Stay safe. God bless. And we'll catch you all back here in the next